And welcome to Commander Silas Bradford's very first mission. Or, well, it will be. He doesn't exactly exist yet. We are starting from scratch, completely scratch, and we're going to take this commander all the way from a novice pilot and a novice on-foot mercenary, and we'll see how far we can take him through the ranks and get him everything that is available in Elite Dangerous, and as well we're going to try to showcase how to get everything, all the cool things that you can do, and how to do them, because a lot of people who are first coming into Elite Dangerous are a little confused, or just don't have a lot of info. It doesn't hold your hand, so to say. We're going to try to do a little more hand holding, and so let's get started. And I see my moderator is here. Hello, Forgotten Shadow. We're going to go ahead and get started with this. So I've already preset the guy's look, so you didn't have to suffer through all that. He's starting out as a young buck, and he may age as we progress through this playthrough. Not, of course, today. And we will give him a name here. Let me just pull out the other keyboard real quick. And his name will be Bradford. So he'll be called Commander Bradford in game. In the background, we know him as Silas Bradford, but he'll be Bradford, Commander Bradford in the game. And we'll just confirm that. We can't change that any. And I am not really hearing any audio from Elite here. I'm wondering why that is. I will be right back with, I might have to restart this thing. Still here though. Not sure where the audio went, actually.
Is it just Elite Dangerous, or?
Yeah, it's just Elite Dangerous. We had you heard
like
the music.
The actual game can't?
Yeah, there's no desktop audio for some reason. Oh, I think I know why. I muted it earlier. All right, let's fix that. Huh? No?
Can you scroll up?
That is weird.
Check that then.
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
Properties.
Huh?
Properties. Yeah, it's set to default. Okay.
Let's switch this over to, I guess, the thing that I'm hearing. Does that help? I don't hear it either, so I don't think that's going to help. Sorry about the delay here.
So it's just not giving off any sound.
No,
Check
it's
your,
not.
in-game
Oh,
volume.
now I got it. Now something's happening.
Okay.
Okay. That was fun. So if you're playing Elite Dangerous Odyssey, the very first mission is a ground-based mission. No ships in this one. So that's why we're not in 3D or anything like that. wasn't the space bar.
They'll be too busy tracking me anyway. I'll set an insight marker for you. The mission objective is a classified NOC data package. Turns out a list of undercover operatives is worth a lot of credits. You'll need to access the command center data vault. The security will give you a warm welcome if they spot you though. It'll be tricky, and nothing a pro like you can't handle. Just follow my direction. Lethal force is authorized if things turn sour.
Yeah, the very first objective is just to get to your destination. It takes a while, though.
You're on a scan. Ah, crap. Looks like we're late to the party. Someone's knocked the settlement offline. Did a real number on the place too. I'm seeing a few bodies. High tech in a couple of buildings, probably fires. Alright. Without power, things are a little more complicated. My intel lists an SRV parked in the storage building. If it's still intact, you can check for a power regulator. I'll mark the storage building on your insight. Keep moving, soldier.
First thing to do is to get in the storage building.
Must have been trying to break in. Since the power's down, you're going to have to charge the door manually. Use your energy link tool on the charge port to the right of the entrance.
And the default button for using the energy link is 3 on your keyboard. I'm using keyboard and mouse here. Of course, when I'm flying, I'm going to be using my HOTAS setup because that's way easier. And I'll also be in VR then.
Good.
You can put away the energy VR just by tapping 3 again. Good start.
Pressurized environment. Looks like nobody managed to get in. Perfect. There should be an SRV parked in here. It's a Scarab model.
The SRV is right over here to the right of the door when you come in. So you have to crouch to get under it.
Okay. There's a panel under the cabin you need to open with your arc cutter. Right there. Carve that sucker open, soldier. That's where the power regulator is fitted. We can use it to bring the settlement back online.
5 brings up your arc cutter. This is what's going to cut this lock open for us. This is... There we go, got it open.
Take the regulator. You've got a better use for it.
E activates lots of things. It's your default action key. So if we want to take this, and taking other things is an illegal action. I mean, it doesn't hurt anything to do it, but your minder here is going to give you a hard time if you do. So we won't do that right now. So it's leading us over here to one of these 2 places to go out and to also take one of the energy cells so that we can power up in case we lose power. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing we did to get in, to get out, because we still don't have any power here.
Energy transfer complete. Our building's across the yard. Look sharp.
Looks like it
didn't
have a good day here.
Pulled the power regulator. No power means no data to steal.
Alright, we're going to have to cut this open now.
You'll have to break into the power building too. Cut open the maintenance panel.
Alright, so let's cut this open. I noticed that cutting these things open is very touchy. You don't get exactly every piece of it. It doesn't show you where you've missed. Alright, we're going to go ahead and try to get in. Make sure that you are aiming, you have a green when you're pointing at something, because if you're off a little bit, you see red, we're not going to hit what we're intended to hit what we're intended to.
Yeah, I figured as much. There's an authorization check on this entrance. May as well use the energy link to overcharge the panel.
Now we can switch our... we're being introduced to alternate modes of different tools here. And we have an alternate mode for the energy tool, which is the overload setting. You can see by the extra electricity appearing that it's a little more powerful. So let's go ahead and overload this thing. We're basically breaking the door open.
But we're in a hurry. Get inside the building.
Alright, we can put away our...
To bring the reactor back online, slot the power regulator in place.
So we took the...
Open, so just slot the thing inside.
We're getting ready to be introduced to one of the weirder interfaces in Elite Dangerous. You'll see this here, and especially you'll see it a lot when you have your fleet carrier for moving things to and from different inventories. So here we're going to take the thing that we took from the other building, power regulator, and we are going to move it over to the other, we're going to move it into the regulator housing. And you can do that. Simplest way to do it, especially here, is just to click transfer all from Maverick suit. And that didn't move it. It just says that's what we intend to do. And to actually complete it, you confirm item transfer. And you see it's in there now. Okay, so whenever you don't know what to do, look for that little sphere symbol up in your, either in-game or up on your HUD. And you can see where it's telling us to actually go. So we are supposed to press this.
Of course, there's an authority check. Okay, you're going to need security clearance from one of the nearby bodies. Feigning authority is another illegal move, but I'll make sure you're covered in the mission report. Equip your profile analyzer. Make sure you're in the profile cloning mode. Scan the bodies nearby. It's a grim job, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Okay, so we are going to use another tool. This is the 4 key on keyboard. Brings out the profile analyzer, and its alternate mode is profile cloning, so you can steal somebody else's identity by going into special mode. That's cool. So there's several bodies around here from which we could clone, but we see that what we need. If you look here, engage regulator level 3. We need a level 3 clearance, and we can see guy down here is level 1. This one is a level 1. Do we have anybody else around? Yes, we do. And lo and behold, this guy is a level 3. So this is who we need to scan and steal their identity. So we'll just hold down the trigger.
Security profile cloned.
This worker fits your needs. Run the security profile to your suit.
We have that, and we can put our cloning tool away. And since we have stolen his, this is no longer red. We can actually engage it now. And we'll just hit, pretty sure you hit E for this. It doesn't really say that anywhere that I could see, at least, but that's what it wants you to do. It's to interact with the environment. So this is a push panel. To interact with it, you press E.
Power center initiation confirmed. Engaging power regulator.
Keep in mind that the people who attack this place will probably notice when the power comes back on. Stay frosty, yeah?
Still waiting for it to complete.
Nice one, we're back in the game.
Okay, now it's done.
Before you leave, there's a recharge socket on the wall. Top up your battery if you need to.
And if you look on the lower left-hand side of our screen, you can see we're down to 45% power. And one way to get power again without using one of those power packs that we took in the previous building is to recharge from a socket in the wall over there. So we pull out our energy link. That does everything with us associated with energy. And we will just recharge ourselves back up. Alright, we can put that away now. Alright, now we know where the next place to go is. It's right in here.
Power's on and you've got the right authority level. The command center airlock will open right up.
Okay, we can see something is going on in there. But we have the right authority. So it's green. It's going to let us in. Oh no, there's a fire! I don't know why it opened our mask. There's fire in here.
You're going to want to put those fires out. Since nobody's around, you may as well flush the atmosphere. Use the atmospheric control to purge the building.
I knew we were going to come here. That's why we were looking at this before the little sphere thing popped up for us. You can see that we have the right authority level. We have level 3 still, and it's a level 2 thing. So we can to get a little closer. And this is actually going to purge the atmosphere. Helmet shield comes back down automatically. So to repressure, we're supposed to repressurize. Does it give us a little? No, it doesn't really say. But yeah, we are supposed to punch this button again.
Establishing atmospheric pressure.
So we repressurize.
Signal I mentioned earlier. It's moving your way. Don't think they're friendly either. Alright, should be safe to proceed. You need to locate the data vault.
Entering pressurized environment.
I think we've got everything. We're supposed to go up here now.
Access the terminal ahead. Let's see what we can see.
Alright, we could turn our flashlight off, but it's a little easier to see in here with it. So, let's go ahead and activate the terminal.
Alright, status messages, resident
Now,
details.
this is one of those weird interfaces that you see in Elite, where you're
Seem to be working.
simulating working at a terminal. So you actually can control it with W, A, S, and D to move around in the terminal. We want to open up the facility list here. And the spacebar opens things for us by default. We are in the command center. We want to find things in the command center. And we are looking for, I think it's called Data Terminal 1. And we don't see anything Data Terminal 1 in the foyer. We don't see anything in the corridor. We don't see anything in the other corridor. But we have a whole bunch of things in the operations center. So I think Command Data Port 1 is right there. That's what we're looking for. And it wants you to select it so that it can point out where that is so that you can
Right
go
there. That's
and
the
go
data
to it.
vault you need.
Alright, so now we know where it is, and we can see that it's 26 meters away in that direction. So we can
The
come in
incoming
here.
ship belongs to the group that attacked this place. They'll be here soon.
Alright, and this is the place we're supposed to go to. So let's go ahead and download the data.
The
Because
LOC
we are
data
here to
is still
steal
here.
we are here to
Download
steal
it to your
data.
drive while I swing around to pick you up.
Alright, we said our intention, again, interesting interface choice for Elite Dangerous. Our intention is to get the NOC data. We then have to click download data.
Downloading data.
And if you look in the upper right hand corner, you can see transfer active and how much is being transferred at the moment. I'm going to turn off my flashlight right now because we have some bad guys coming in. And they are bad because they're not on our team. Alright, and now I can I know they're coming. I want to run it back out the same way we came in.
Hostiles touching down. Now the power's back
And
online.
it's time to pull out my
Switch your shield on
gun.
and get moving.
My
You don't
shield
wanna change
comes
your
on
battery
automatically
before
when I
shift
draw
starts.
Shield
my
activated.
weapon, and I can see there he is.
In the area. See them as soon as the
And
air
let's throw.
and use the cover around you. You're outnumbered, but not outgunned. The combat gear you have is you know the drill. Lasers for shields, bullets for
Two.
bodies.
You switch to
But I bet they're
guns.
not expecting a better combat soldier with state-of-the-art gear.
Right.
Now we
Let's
don't
go
want
back
anyone
to
chasing
this.
us home. Engaged.
Once that's there,
Hostiles are taking out touchdown at the Douglas landing pad.
alright, I think I'm going to run upstairs. You can't run when you're.
Shield is holding up, but use cover.
I lost my shield, so I'm coming back up here. And we'll take them out when they come up this way. We got to work kind of fast though, because we know that. Alright, he's right there.
We've lost someone!
Let's do one more grenade there.
Another ship arriving with more hostiles.
Reposition! Cover me! Shield
Can't
down!
tank these guys, so I gotta be careful. I don't want to die here. Alright, took out his that, and now we can just take him out. Switch the gun, take out his shield. Whenever you see the blue, alright, let's reload. Oh, I'm running out. Alright, guy him. Reload. And go back to this. Reload. Alright. Let's see who we got. I'm looking at the radar. I don't see anybody, but they could be pretty much at anywhere at this point. I think we got all the ones in the first group of dudes. I think I've used both of my grenades. I only have 2 grenades. Give your shield enough time to recharge. Ooh, that's what you want to do. You want to shield. Alright, I need to be careful. You can't run when you're zoomed in on your gun. Alright. There he is. Let's switch over here.
Shield activated.
Switch.
Shield deactivated. Shield activated.
There's only one hostile left. Take your time.
Alright.
Shield online.
Let's wait for our shield to let's reload everything. One guy left. Now let's unzoom so we can move around. They're usually somewhere around here. They often go up there. But they could also be down here somewhere. Ah, hello.
That's how it's done.
He just blew himself up.
Down. Good work, soldier.
Or herself.
I'll touch down at the landing.
Alright, and that's it. That's everything. That's everybody. Now we're going to get extracted. And that's how... This is just habit. Reloading everything. And there's our ride. He's going to take us in. We are almost done with this live stream.
Where it needs to be.
I actually can't remember how you get rid of the... Maybe I switch to this, and then switch again. Alright, I am in the right place, and to board the ship, your first instinct is going to be to run up the stairs, but that doesn't work. Instead, and you can see I'm actually being re-energized, my suit there, is just to hit E when you're standing in the blue circle, and then we board the ship. We'll take up co-pilot position.
Let's get out of here.
And we're not driving now.
That's what I call a 5-star performance. The CEO will be made up when they hear about this. Not a bad way to end your service, huh? Forces plotted in. Head back to space in a second.
We'll get to do this in the next mission. Alright, he's going to jump to Super Cruise here first, although he doesn't have to. Oh, no, he didn't jump to Super Cruise. He went straight to hyperspace. We're now traveling through which space to our destination system, which is... It was too fast. I'm in free look right now.
Relax.
Hit the middle mouse button so I can look around. If you want to follow what he's saying, you can hit the 2 key, and you have a recording of everything that has been talked about recently. Oh, I didn't notice that they had put in Super Cruise Overdrive.
I mean,
in the
most mercs end up taking contracts with the big 3 at some point. The Empire,
in the
the Federation, and the Alliance.
That's a relatively new edition of Super Cruise Overdrive. It just makes travel a lot faster.
Access to help you learn more and make an informed choice. But work is work, and all 3 will pay well. You might want to keep your options open when starting out.
We are not going to any of those places. I can take off the filter and we can see all the things that are here. We'll go over that a little bit more in future videos.
Alpha 03,
Looking at
reading
the
you control.
external panel. But we're now going to land on this planet.
That's a big affirmative. Mission data secure and we're heading back to base.
See, this tutorial was added when Odyssey came out. Odyssey gave us what everybody calls space legs, so you know that's the first-person shooter aspect of it, the ability to walk on planets. So
Alpha 03 out.
before you could land on planets, but you had to drive around in a vehicle. This will let you finally get out and walk around on the planet, inside of stations and things like that.
Had any ideas of where you're going to start your new career? There's a whole galaxy waiting for you out there. I hear the Sidewinder's nice and cheap for new pilots.
Yeah,
I got my first
free's
ship.
pretty cheap.
Man, that was a good feeling. Being able to travel anywhere I wanted. That's freedom. Then again, having a gun in your hand and boots on the ground is a whole other thrill. Relying on your skills and nothing else.
I am pretty bad at the ground.
Hey, should I start calling you Commander?
Ground combat. So I was halfway afraid I was going to die in this tutorial. I don't do a whole lot of that, but I'm going to be learning that along with everybody else as we go through this playthrough. And we'll have a time. Alright, we are now in the glide phase. Something I'm going to teach you pretty quickly is how to skip this entire phase so that you'll be able to land very quickly going into planets. It's not an exploit. Some people might call it cheesing the system, but it's not an exploit. It's how it's built, how the game's built.
There's a start. I'm gonna stop so you can wrap up and sign off. You'll have mission boards and contracts to pick up. If nothing interests you,
I did
book a
not change
taxi
my
shuttle and look
sensitivity,
elsewhere.
so I am still on the very, very twitchy thing. My moderator here is giving me advice on how to do better at FPS, and I should probably listen to him. I'm used to having the mouse at this sensitivity for work and stuff, so I get frustrated when it's slower. You have to have bigger arm movements to move something.
Shame you can't take your military gear with you to the pilot's fed. But you can shop for your own equipment with no uniform code to worry about. There won't be any issues finding a fight to test new gear in either. There's a whole industry built around recruiting volunteers for local conflicts. I imagine this place has missions
So
to pick up just
supposedly
like
this is
any other start.
supposed to have happened a few years ago before you start your piloting career. Here we are. Landed at the ground station, and we are going to then get out.
We're here. Just go and explore. You're a free agent now. Take care of yourself, alright? Show everyone what you're capable of. Commander.
Alright, and that he will just sit there stoically for as long as we want to sit here. Won't say another word. We can sit here for hours, and he'll just look at us. But I won't do that. I think the first time I did this, I could not figure out how to get out of here. Use 3 to deploy. What is deploy? That's not really what you want to do. You just want to disembark here. So you can do it in one of two ways. You can look down, and I'm using the free look to do this. If I didn't have free look on, like I just turned it off, I could also hit the 3 key, like he was saying, and then use the WASD keys to navigate around this menu, such as it is, and click disembark, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to disembark right here. We're going to go and get ourselves ready to do the pilot training. We're not going to do the pilot training today because I'm going to do that in VR. Give you guys all an idea of what that looks like. And here, this is both showing you what is available for free, and if I wanted to spend real world money and buy what are called ARCS points, I could buy 38,000 and get this huge, the largest ship in the game. That one is has all A-rated components in it. This has standard components. You know, there's a lot of options here, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go straight for the Sidewinder, which is free. I'm not going to be using any real world money in this playthrough. We'll just go as I think it was intended originally, and we will get our Sidewinder. It's free. It's the smallest ship in the universe, or the Elite Dangerous universe, and it's actually kind of fun. After having played, I played for recently for several months. I've played for years before, and even back in the 80s, I played the original Elite before the Dangerous was added on. That was my very first game that just blew my mind. All right, so we have our Sidewinder picked here. We're going to go ahead and select it, and we will give it a name. I haven't thought about this. What kind of name should we give our Sidewinder? Any suggestions from the chat? So what we want to name our Sidewinder? It doesn't look like it. All right, I will just name this one Puddle Jumper. That's pretty much what it is, and we'll give it an ID. So I like to give my ships the ID for the first the initials of the commander. In this case, it's going to be Silas Bradfyrd, SB, and we'll call it PJ, Puddle Jumper, SB PJ. And go ahead and click continue. Your license is ready. Good luck.
Warning, potential journal file issue. See voice log for details.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that too much.
Confirmed,
Okay.
Mon Capitan. Commander, there are new bookmark entries to be imported.
I don't know if you can hear
Please wait while I
Copilot
process these entries.
speaking, but we don't need him to speak right now. I'm going to see if I can
I
turn
have
that
new
off.
bookmarks for you, which I am adding to a new bookmark group named Thargoid Spire Sites. Please wait while I process the new
We'll
bookmarks.
talk about all the different
I will
kinds
display
of
my progress on the voice log panel, which you
additional
can find on
tools
the
which are
activity
completely
tab.
silent during the tutorial, but once you're in
All new bookmark
real
entries
world.
processed with no errors, Commander.
All right, we have to go through the pilot tutorial. It's not
We
gonna
have
let
some
us
setup
just go
tasks
straight to our
outstanding.
ship.
Check the warning messages in the voice log.
So I'll come out over here, and we need to go to Enter Astra to get our ship. And here's Inter Astra. It's sort of this bluish looking thing. It has a lot of ship advertisements on it. Inter Astra, and the name logo there. And you come up to this fine
If you need any
fellow,
advice, just let me know.
and we're gonna stop the live stream now. And when we come back, we'll come back in VR next time and go through the ship tutorial. Well, thanks a lot for coming with me. I appreciate your time, and hopefully we'll have a good time next time. Everybody have a good one. Bye.